Hello there everyone, how's it going? I am Louis the Average Guy 1983. Thank you so much for joining me on this video today. In today's video, I wanted to do an unboxing for you guys of a speaker that I just recently purchased. This is a K-Speaker K2 motorcycle grade speaker. Now I bought this for my Rollroad Leon, so I have it out here and I'm going to install the brackets and everything and show you guys how to power it with an e-bike. Now there's two options for you to be able to use this speaker with an e-bike, and the reason why is because the K-Speaker K2, like the S7, does not come with the battery built in, like let's say something like the JBL Extreme 3 and Extreme 4 speaker. So the benefits to this speaker though is that it has a built-in FM tuner, it has Bluetooth built in, and it also has an MP3 player built in to the speaker here. And on top of that, you're getting 80 watts RMS. That is 40 watts per speaker, and it has two 3-inch drivers, and it's conveniently made to be able to mount to the handlebar. That is the main reason why I got it. And today I'm going to be unboxing it. I'm going to be installing it on my Rollroad Leon, and then we're going to do a sound test to see how it sounds and go from there. With that said, my friends, let's go ahead and start with the official unboxing after we roll the intro. Alrighty, my friends, so let's take a look at the box real quick so you see what information it tells you right here. You can see that you have a big power, wireless, waterproof, and it has an FM radio. At the back, this is the information that you see. And on the side, this is what you see. And then here's the bottom. All right, guys, let's go ahead and unbox it. So here's what you get at the front as soon as you open it up. And we will be doing that as well. That is why I have this battery pack right here and this cable. First thing you get greeted with is the owner's manual. You get several zip ties inside of a bag for wire management. You get a bag with spare parts. You get a bag with the Allen keys and other little rubber grommets that you may need for the installation of the speaker. You get the speaker's cord for powering it. And finally, the speaker itself. That looks gorgeous. I love this black color. All right, let's go ahead and move the box to the side. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so I brought you guys to a shaded area because unfortunately my camera overheated, and I had to just bring it somewhere else and try to let it cool down so that it can work. But yeah, it's a really humid day here in Pico Rivera, so hopefully we won't have any more further issues. But with that said, my friends, like I mentioned earlier, this does have a built-in MP3 player, Bluetooth connectivity, and as well as FM radio, and I'm going to give you guys a quick demonstration of that. Before that, I did want to show you guys that it does have 4 buttons here. You got your power button that you press and hold to turn on and turn off the speaker. If you just click it one time, just simply tapping it one time, you can pause your music and unpause it. This button right here allows you to change the tracks backwards, so it'll let you change the tracks back, or if you press and hold it, it'll give you volume control to go back to like a lower volume. On this one, it lets you change the tracks forward by clicking it one time. If you press and hold this button, it'll increase the volume to number 16. That's as high as it goes. When it comes to the M button, if you click it just one time, it'll switch through modes. So it allows you to go through MP3, Bluetooth, and FM radio, and then back to MP3. If you press and hold the M button, it'll give you access to the built-in equalizer that the radio has here on the speaker. So to get access to the MP3 player, you actually have to open up this door at the bottom. When you open up this door, you get access to the small USB thumb drive. Pull out the USB thumb drive, and this is what you get. So this one doesn't have any information on how many gigs it is, but I've already checked it out. It has 4 gigabytes, and it does say K speakers on it, and it does have music already pre-installed on it. But you can delete the music that you want that's on here, or keep the ones that you want and delete the ones you don't want and install your own. or wipe it out as long as you put it under FAT32. You could put up to 32 gigabytes of a USB thumb drive in here, so just keep that in mind. If you try 64 gigabytes, it may work, but it may actually give you a little bit of a trouble. So I would recommend use between the 4 gigabytes up to 32 gigabytes for your audio listening needs. Now, with that said, you can see right here that it does have the mounting brackets, and I like these because you can actually have them put this way or turn them this way so that you can install them on your handlebar. The speaker also has arms, and these arms open up. So it opens up this wide, it closes this way, and it goes the opposite way as well. So this is really convenient. Now, once you're done with everything, you can go ahead and tighten up everything. Like you can see there's screws right here on these corners here. And there's also a screw right here where my thumb is at right here. And then there's screws right here on the mount. So once everything is connected the way you want it, you tighten it down. If the speaker is too high up or too low on your listening position, right here on the side, you have some screws here at the bottom and on this side. And what you do is you loosen them up a little bit, and then you can rotate your speaker up or down to make sure that you get it to your best listening position. And once you're done, tighten them up and you're good to go. Now, the disadvantage of the speaker over something like the JBL Extreme 3, Extreme 4, the Charge 5, the Charge 6 is that it doesn't have a built-in battery. So you do have to use a battery pack. This one here is 12 volts, 11 amp hours, and it'll give me approximately about 4 hours of use for the speaker, which is more than enough. However, I do plan on hardwiring this to my e-bike. My e-bike is a 52 volt system, so I would actually have to use a 60 volt converter that converts down to 12 volts because the e-bike does do 58.8 volts when the batteries are fully charged. So always keep that in mind. So if you have a 72 volt e-bike or electric scooter, be sure to try to find an 84 volt step down converter that goes down to 12 volts, because when your 72 volt battery is fully charged, you're actually getting 84 volts max power. So just keep that in mind. This is just so that your step down converter works appropriately with your speaker. But that is what I'm planning on doing. However, I don't have the step down converter yet, so we're just going to be doing the test with the speaker, and then we're going to take it out for the road and then see how it does with the full wind and everything, and how it sounds like while we're actually traveling. So let me go ahead and show you guys this wire. This wire right here, the exposed cable that you see here, or exposed plug, is your positive battery side. And the unexposed side, which is right here, is your battery negative side. So I pre-cut a wire that came with this battery pack for charging and other stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the red cable right here, just like that. And the black cable, which is your ground, right here, just like that. And now we're just going to connect this to the battery pack. Be sure that you plug it into the 12 volt side and not the 9 volt side, because if you plug it into the 9 volt side, you're not going to get any power on at all. So be sure that it's under the 12 volt. Now we're going to flick the switch for the 12 volts. And now I'm going to go ahead and turn on this radio, but bring you guys closer so you guys can see the display. All right, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to press and hold the power button to turn it on. You see it says hi-fi.
Play by USB drive.
There you go. We can change the tracks. You can turn down the music by pressing and holding this button. You can see the volume is on 3. Press and hold the up button.
It starts with one. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I'm designed to rhyme to explain in due time.
That's quite loud. Okay, and then right here, if you press and hold the N button, you can get access to your EQ. See that? That's pop. That's rock. Jazz. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, Pope. Normal. And clarity. That sounds quite nice. And then to change into Bluetooth, push the M button one time,
Bluetooth mode.
and it changes to Bluetooth. Push the button another time.
FM mode.
Let's celebrate what makes every one
There
of
you
us
go.
unique. Easter Seals Disability.
You can see that you can change the radio station. You can see that. So it does work. There you go. Push the power button one time, and you can pause the FM radio as well, like mute it. And you can unmute it by pushing the power button again. Push the M button to go back to MP3.
Play by USB drive.
Yep. And there you have it, ladies and gents. That's what it looks like. The buttons are in a red color, as well as the display. Press and hold the power button to power down the speaker. And there you have it. That's all the features of the speaker. So let's go ahead and install it on my Rollroad Leon. Alrighty, my friends, so we're going to start with the first mounting bracket right here. This is the one that was on the handlebar mounting position of the speaker. And we're going to start with this bracket right here. We want to put this bracket over here in the back. So just like this. And then install this one right at the top. Just like that. And now what we do, slightly hand tighten the screw just so that it gets into place. Repeat this with the other side. There we go, just like that, so it remains in position, and then just slide it up a bit. Don't over tighten this because you want to definitely be able to move it around a little bit once you install the mounting bracket. And once you have everything on, then you can go ahead and tighten everything up. So let me go ahead and tighten this real quick, and we'll get going. There we go, this one side. And again, you don't want to over tighten it. You want it to be just like tight enough to leave in one spot, but see, look, loose enough to continue to move around so that you can reposition this bracket. If you need to slide it down, you can slide it down, etc. like that, or move it up or down. We're going to repeat this with the opposite side, and then I'll get back to the video. All right, now that these are on together, now we can go ahead and install this part here. And again, remember that these are adjustable. You can adjust the speaker down or up, and the same thing with these brackets, okay? So we want to put on this bracket here first, just like that, and tighten this screw up. Just like that. Hopefully you guys can see that there. And now we repeat that on this side here with the same bolt. Okay, so we gotta slide it in like that. All right, there we go. Okay, so now this doesn't look right. It looks a little crooked, so I'm going to try to reposition it. Right around there looks okay. Okay, cool. Let me go ahead and start tightening these up. Again, you can use an H4 for these part of the brackets. There we go. That's not going to go anywhere. And now we make sure that we reposition this part right here. All right, so now we repeat with the other side. There we go. And now we tighten up the bottom screw. Make sure it's tightened all the way. There we go. That's on now. And now we just got to position this speaker here to make sure it's up. All right, so I did have to loosen this one back up just so I can loosen up the screws at the edges because the brackets were in the way. But you can see right here, look, now you can lower this down all the way to the bottom or as far as it goes to the top, which is right here. So now that this is done, we can retighten everything and reinstall the speaker bracket. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, and the case speaker is now officially installed. This is not going to go anywhere. I did have to use pliers right here at the edge to tighten up these bolts here on the sides that are on this side and on this side over here. But now it's on tight. This isn't going to go anywhere, and it's nice and straightened out as about as much as it's going to be. This side is slightly lifted up a little bit higher than this side, but it's fine. I just want to be able to listen to some tunes, and this is already as far back as the speaker can go. So I should be able to get good output coming this way in my direction to be able to get good audio. All right, guys, so the last thing to do is going to be to plug in this cable right here so that this way I can get some power and be able to test it out and see how it sounds from a distance. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, and here we are with the Rollroad Leon and the Case Speaker K2 already installed. Again, this is not going to go anywhere. It's already permanently set up. And right here inside of this Neon gear bag, we have the cable with the battery pack inside. So this is a temporary setup because I do plan on getting a step-down converter after I install the additional 30 amp battery right here in this area to give this Leon 52 volts 70 amps instead of the stock 52 volts 40 amps. So with that said, let's go ahead and turn this up. We're going to turn it up to 16, and that's the max volume, and see how it sounds from my point of view as I'm riding. Here we go. We're going about 26 miles right now with wind.
It starts with
one thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. It's so unreal. Look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on to didn't even know I wasted it all just to watch it you go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had too far to lose it all. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to remind myself how I tried so hard. In spite of the way you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property, remembering all the times you fought with me, I'm surprised it got so. Things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. You kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all
There we go. This is going to be with heavy traffic. Let's see how it goes, man. I'm a little nervous because this e-bike can only do 42 miles an hour. Here we go. Alright, we're going about 34 miles right now.
for all this. There's only one thing you should know. I've put my trust in you, pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you
Okay, we're doing 41 under the display, now 40. All right, not bad. You definitely get a lot of volume output out of this. It may not have a lot of bass, but it definitely has a lot of good mid-range and clarity. Very, very nice, guys. All right, let's go ahead and head back to the house and give you guys my final thoughts. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so we're back here at the house and I wanted to give you guys my honest opinion about the speaker. I think the speaker did fantastic. It has excellent, and I mean excellent, loud output. It may not have mid-bass like the JBL Extreme 3 and Extreme 4, but it has excellent mid-range and very good clarity, but it's also much louder than the JBL Extreme 3 and Extreme 4 at 80 watts RMS. That means you're getting 40 watts RMS per speaker. There's 2 speakers in there, and it gave excellent power, especially in the direction the speaker was facing, which was towards me, which was excellent. Other benefits the speaker has that I mentioned earlier is the built-in MP3 player. That's a huge game changer for me because I use a Cardo Pack Talk Edge with my friends and we use mesh for communication. And when I use mesh, I cannot use Bluetooth audio for music on the speaker. So I have to sacrifice that and only listen to music through the helmet with the Cardo Pack Talk Edge. And now with the built-in MP3 player, I can use the speaker independently without it interrupting anything on my Cardo Pack Talk Edge, and that's a huge deal and the reason why I bought the speaker. Number 3, it has a built-in Bluetooth. So in case you don't want to use MP3 music and you want to use your cell phone for like Spotify for Bluetooth, you have that option. Number 4, it has an FM tuner. It's freaking awesome that it has an FM tuner, and you guys were able to see a demonstration of that. Now, if you're going with group rides like lit riders where the group leader uses an independent FM transmitter to transmit their own custom music, you can actually tune in to their radio station and listen to their music as you're riding with the group. That is freaking awesome, man. That is amazing. With that said, the other thing that I really like was the hardware. The mounting hardware is heavy duty, and I was able to easily mount it to my bike, which is awesome. And again, this right here is an e-bike. This is a Rollroad Leon, and it is a moped style e-bike at that. So if you have an Onyx RCR 80V as an example, this speaker might be beneficial for you because it'll be on the handlebar and it'll be permanently mounted and it'll be much harder to steal. You could change the screws from what you have there to security torque, so you don't have to worry about the speaker getting stolen. So that's another plus that you can do. You just got to search around and find the right size that you need for your mounting hardware. With that said, my friends, I am now an affiliate of K Speakers. So if you guys would like to purchase one of these speakers, which is the K2 shown here or the S7 from the previous video that I did with the Emma 3.0, and you're interested in the speakers or anything else in the lineup, you can use my discount code TAG1983 like shown right here on the picture, so that you guys can save yourself $20 across the board. And right now at $108, this K2 speaker cannot be beat. There's no way you can beat it at $108 with my discount code TAG1983. So my friends, if you guys have any questions about the K2 speaker, please be sure to comment down below in the comment section and I'll reply to you guys as soon as possible. The link for the speaker as well as the discount code will be in the description of the video. With that said, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace for now.